welcome to this week's episode of Shut Up Stupid, the show where you all should be embarrassed that somebody like me has to teach you how to be adults. I'm your host, Tim Saliani. Our first question comes from a gentleman named Chris. Chris, what's your deal?
Hey Tim, not sure if this is too late, but I wanted to know what the hell is QAnon and why did Donald Trump just mention it?
Every fucking show. Every fucking show I have to answer this nonsense about these trailer trash social media proselytizers who clearly have a third grade understanding of how the world works and get all their information in meme form because reading past the headline is an arduous task. I know, words are so hard, aren't they? For those of you that are smart enough to avoid shit like this and haven't seen this show and until this past week didn't know who the fuck QAnon was, I'll give you the bullet points. QAnon is a cult of the dumbest people you know who, instead of fixing the flat tire on their house, spend an endless amount of time string theorying tiny bits of different stories together to form a pattern that looks about as connected as my fucking cell service in the Lincoln Tunnel. These people make Brad Pitt in 12 Monkeys look like Brad Pitt in 12 Years a Slave. So in 2017, on the internet's favorite cesspool 4chan, a post from someone calling themselves Q because they claim to have Q level government clearance, because our government clearance system is all based off of James Bond characters. I myself have odd job clearance, which means I have access to the copious amounts of drugs I'd need to believe that, get this, Donald Trump has been secretly working with this mysterious Q fella in order to fight a global cabal of Satan worshipping pedophiles, trading children like insurance information after a fender bender. And apparently, Trump is going to bring them all to justice and execute them all, starting with Hillary Clinton, who was apparently the ringmaster. You know, the same Hillary Clinton that couldn't even run her fucking presidential campaign correctly. It's no secret. Rich people get away with abhorrent behavior, all while we fist our own assholes and pull out our hard earned money to fork over to them in the form of tax breaks. But a government conspiracy of cannibalistic Satan worshippers? The government can't even get the fucking post office figured out right now. Cannibalistic Satan worshippers? Give me a fucking break. So why did our current commander in chief bring them up? It's simple. He would literally give a thumbs up to a person smearing feces all over the corpse of his recently deceased brother, like they were Gigi Allen, if that person said something nice about him. It's called narcissism to cover a fragile ego. And again, don't at me. I don't like the other codger much either. You might be asking yourself, Tim, what if these people are right? I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, right? Yeah, there's validity to child sex trafficking. And I'm not surprised there's high profile people accused of it. Am I shocked at the revelation Charlie Sheen is accused of fucking young Corey Feldman? No. Charlie Sheen would fuck a mandolin slicer if it caught his drug addled eye in the right light. But that does not mean that there's a global government backed group of Satan worshippers passing around kids like a blunt at Woodstock 94. You want proof that this isn't happening? There's an incredible organization called the Polaris Project. They run the National Human Trafficking Hotline. Look them up. Donate to them. If you're really interested in hashtag saving the children, they could use actual fucking help. They have gone on record denouncing this Q conspiracy shit and stated that it makes their mission even harder because they have to waste time and resources on unfounded bullshit. So you're not helping save any children, you're hindering it. Hashtag stop your shit. And if that's not enough proof, then ask yourself this. Where is Liam Neeson right now? You know where he's not? He's not doing what he does best, taking down deep state human trafficking rings. And you want to know why? Because they don't fucking exist, you clods. And if you think that logic isn't sound, it's not any less out of the realm of possibility than the bullshit perpetuated by Q, a non contributing member of the human race. Next question.
Hi, Tim. It's your friend Kate Hester. Do you think it's necessary to keep somebody on Facebook just because you've known them for years?
Fuck no. You don't collect people. What do you think? They're like hovel figurines growing in value over time? I got news for you. 99% of them are going to collect dust until you finally have that garage sale and unload them on some other unsuspecting rube. What do you think you need to hear Steve, whose primary source of income is making vape juice in his mother's tub, thinks about the economy because you were lab partners for the frog dissection unit in 10th grade biology 25 years ago? No. Facebook is the hoarding of people you'd barely give a nod to if you were standing online behind them at a deli. You don't owe allegiance to people. This isn't the Knights of the Round Table. It's a suck filled vacuum of our worst sensibilities, so if anyone doesn't see you more than once a year, Marie Kondo them right the fuck out of your life. Christ. Chances are your friends list has enough zeros in it to confuse a binary code translator. Social media is not real life. Just because you knew someone 30 years ago doesn't mean you have to stick around to hear them endlessly talk about how harmful vaccinations are. If you're keeping them around, then you're more concerned about your own self importance and people hearing you than you are your own peace of mind. Get rid of them. And now a word from our sponsor.
Jimmy, why the kids still up? It's almost 9.
Linda, what are you doing here?
Mike, this is my house. This is my mirror. Like,
Oh, that's right. Good morning, Linda.
Jesus, Mike, it's 9 p.m.
Fuck if I know. I've been up for 3 days.
Are you on the shit again?
I may have had a Cosmo with breakfast. What of it?
There's about $40 worth of cocaine in your mustache, Mike. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I had a powdered donut with my coffee this morning. Yeah, did I mention good morning, Linda?
Again, Mike, it's 9 p.m. What do you want?
You know what? I wanted to see if you'd be interested in the deal of a lifetime. I want to see if you'd like to buy my pillow, $29.95.
Jesus, Mike, I bought 6 My Pillows from you at this point. It's a great product, I get it, but enough's enough. We have enough. We're good.
I'll be honest with you. Things have been a little rough lately. I'd like to see if you'd actually be interested in buying my pillow. This is my actual pillow. See, about a couple weeks ago, I went out to Bennigan's with the boys, and 16 hours later, I woke up in a dumpster in Hoboken, New Jersey. My bank account wiped out. I lost my car, my apartment. I lost my mustache. So what do you say? Help a guy out? My pillow.
It's covered in blood?
Yeah, I've been high altitude training with for the New York City Marathon.
Mike, that was canceled for COVID.
That'll explain why that Kenyan whore ran off with my 8-ball of Bolivian yam yam.
Mike, you have to stop. The other night you appeared in my daughter's dollhouse mirror. She was terrified. She still won't go into the playroom.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought she'd have a heart and break open the old piggy bank and throw Uncle Mikey a bone.
Hon, who are you talking to?
Mike Lindell?
Tell him the paperwork for the restraining order is being processed.
What do you say, Linda? I'm going to lower the price to a super affordable $18.95 for some deep REM action.
Like REM sleep? Like really? Because I have been tossing and turning a lot. It's hard to sleep.
That's right, Linda. If you act now, I'll throw in a lightly used copy of REM's Automatic for the People. That's Michael Stipe's best work. Everybody hurts. All right, Linda. I'll break it to you. Can you just float me like $10 so I can buy up some rock?
Mike, I'm not an idiot. You can stay here tonight, and in the morning I'll drive you to South Oaks for treatment. That's the best you're gonna get from me.
I'll tell you what, $10. I'll pay in sexual favors. Where's your husband? I'll give him a tug job. Hey, Jimmy, that's something you'd be interested in there, cowboy?
Mike, I'll drive you to South Oaks in the morning. That's all I need.
All right, you're a real friend. I appreciate it. I guess I'll spend the night. Hey, Jimmy, nice big bed you got there. Scoot over, Moose. I'm coming in hot.
Nah. There's an air mattress in the closet for you. Settle down. There's an air mattress in the closet.
Oh, okay.
And I'll get you a couple of my pillows.
Those things are shit. I'm just gonna wrap my shoe in a t-shirt. It's good for the lumbar system.
Do you find yourself over-embellishing your accomplishments? Do you tell people things like you work in the film industry because you rip up tickets at a local movie theater? Do you drone on about your kids because you're an abject failure in life? Hi, I'm local thinks highly of himself personality Tim Saliani, and I'm standing here today with a cup of coffee in the middle of the woods to tell you about a problem affecting 8 out of 10 Americans every single day. Self-importance is running rampant in this day and age of social media. If we're not out there telling everybody just how goddamn special we are, then we feel like we've failed in life. But with doctor recommended and doctor prescribed, no one cares at all, you can take that inflated ego down to size.
Do you know who I am? I'm the only worker at my job to be Employee of the Month 2 months in a row. Yeah. I took AP courses in math and English. I am still the only customer to complete the Unclassic Challenge at Saliani's own classic Italian restaurant. That's it's 50 pounds frozen of mozzarella sticks. Yeah, I haven't ever gotten a speeding ticket, and I never follow the speed limit. Okay?
I'll have you know, I attended Yale. Where did you go?
But with doctor recommended, no one cares at all. You can take that inflated ego and shrink it down to size.
I used to post my dining experiences so people thought I was sophisticated. But now, thanks to doctor recommended, no one cares at all. I just eat my goddamn meal and skip the theatrics.
You know, I used to make sure everyone knew when it was my birthday. But now that my doctor went ahead and prescribed me no one cares at all, I can simply go ahead and purchase a cookie puss and cry myself to sleep.
No one cares at all, because good for you.
Ask your doctor if no one cares at all is right for you. Not quite FDA approved. Side effects include people willing to speak to you again, and in some serious cases, low self-esteem and possible death. Also may cause rectal bleeding. No one cares at all, because we're all sick of your shit.
Welcome back to Shut Up Stupid, the show where I try to impart some wisdom in your lives and you completely ignore me and keep ruining the world. I'm your host, Tim Saliani. I shouldn't have to say next question, just roll the question.
Tim, here's a good question. Why would anybody bother to read a newspaper when they can just follow the crumbs from QAnon? What? Oh, my Pop-Tarts are ready.
No, I'm done. I already answered these fucking questions about QAnon. I'm done with them, okay? I'm done answering questions about them. I'm done hearing about them. I want nothing to do with these people. They are fucking morons. I'm not even saying their name again. They're like Candyman. If I say it one more time, they're going to appear in my mirror babbling like cokeheads about reptilian shapeshifters. Enough with these people. They're fucking useless. I will, however, say this. When did we start shitting on legitimate news sources in this country? Huh? When did we start shitting on actual news outlets and instead tout outlets like OfCourseI'mRight.com and I'm So Pretty and Smart.net? That's not how facts work, idiots. We don't just proclaim ourselves to be right because you found some other schmo who agreed with you, but he put his opinion on letterhead, so I guess that makes it official. Listen, I get it. In the age of 24-hour cable news, outlets fumble over themselves to be the first on the scene like an ambulance-chasing lawyer without fact-checking shit. I mean, for fuck's sake, NBC put a picture of Kevin Hart in a story about Usain Bolt. You know, because they're the same in that they're both black. Fucking racist shit. You want to make up for that mistake, NBC? Next time you run a story about Mike Pompeo, mistakenly switch his picture out for a tub of Hellman's mayonnaise, because they look alike. Mistakes or not, we cannot continue to only seek out news sources that tickle our sensibilities, because that is how we become one nation, undereducated. Do your fucking homework. Our republic depends on it. Next question.
Hey, Tim, I got a question for you. You're up to snuff on what all the kids are listening to these days. What's with Cardi B and this WAP stuff that's all over the place? You know anything about it?
Well, gee willikers, mister, I sure golly gosh hope you're ready for some good old-fashioned entertainment like our parents used to have, because Cardi B and Megan the Stallion, I don't know, there's a fucking A in it, are the Tony Orlando and Dawn of our generation, and you don't have to knock 3 times on the ceiling to see if they want you. You'll know because the ceiling will have water damage. So the latest in entertainment outrage is WAP, or wet ass pussy, and thank you for clarifying what WAP stands for, because I've spent 30 years trying to figure out what the fuck OPP is. I still don't have a goddamn clue, and I've taken it frame by frame it. Apparently, WAP is causing conservatives' heads to explode like noted pundit and definitely breastfed until he was 12 Ben Shapiro, who is the human equivalent of an inkless bank pen. He seems to be outraged at the suggestive lyrics because women shouldn't express that they enjoy sex. It's icky. Mother wouldn't approve of that. Right, Ben? Fuck. A notion, by the way, he doubled down on by saying his wife, a doctor, never gets wet, and she told him it's medically impossible. Mrs. Shapiro, God bless your heart. And my hat's off to whatever pocket rocket is working overtime in what I'm sure is a daily extended bath in your home. Well, Tim, whatever happened to wholesome entertainment? Like what? Eazy-E's Give Me That Nut? I mean, for fuck's sake, 3 6 Mafia won an Oscar. They have a song called Slob on My Knob, and you can't go to a fucking wedding without seeing some grandma screaming skeet skeet on the dance floor, having no clue that it's a song about spreading cum around like the map of Hawaii, and yet when a woman gets raunchy, we clutch our fucking pearls as if to say, how dare you? Look, is it a song for children? No. If your beef is about children, well, children should have adults in their lives that make sure they don't have access to this kind of shit. I know, parenting is so hard, but you decided to slip one past the goalie champ, so that's on you. And do I consider it a feminist cry? I don't know. You want to know why I don't know? I'm not a fucking woman. I don't get to make that decision, okay, Ben? If women derive power from owning their own sexuality, good on them. This country is so fucking repressed, it makes everything so awkward that half of you don't talk openly with your kids about sex when it's time to, and you leave it up to some overworked, underpaid stranger to teach them the science behind it, leaving out all the intimacy. So when they do come across songs like WAP, or do have unlimited access to pornography, their idea of sex is emotionless, and that's all because we live in a society that castigates any conversation about the subject. And God damn it, do not let a guy like Ben Shapiro, who clearly dries a vagina up faster than your pool of friends when you need help moving, tell you what a woman should or shouldn't be fucking talking about. Worry about your own goddamn unsatisfied household, Ben, okay? Now a word from our sponsors, and boy, I hope one of them is ShamWow. Hello, Sharks. I'm Tommy O'File, and these are my brothers Donnie and Junior, and we're here to pitch our father Patty Sr.'s revolutionary new pet care product, the Pedophile.
We are seeking $250,000 for 15% of the company.
Our father had a vision that we put together after our second dog died due to an ingrown toenail.
Today, he lays in a hospital bed, but he's joining us by satellite so we can make him proud and bring his vision to life.
As a lifelong lover of the animals, I want to write to you on my dying wishes for all of you to enjoy the love that I've had of having pets in my life. So, is there anything that bothers you more than, say, a pet scratch, a claw that comes too close to an area you don't want it, hugs that get a little aggressive? Well, that's why I created something for everybody to enjoy, which is the pedophile. It's a self grooming tool. It's great around children. Yeah, it just brings light into the universe. Is what a pedophile does.
It's so simple, a child can use it.
It really shouldn't be used by anybody under the age of 18.
You don't want this thing around children.
I'm out.
Right now, we are retailed in a van where we pass out candy as a promo. Also at JT's Jungle. They mostly use it to kill the rats before they feed the snakes.
You're a combination of spontaneous combustion and ADD mixed together. I'm not kidding.
It's multi-purpose.
Just firmly grasp your pup by the paw.
Like so.
It is everything but a legitimate product.
So how about it, Sharks? Don't you want to tell your friends and neighbors you're in the pedophile business?
Kidding. It's very difficult to listen to you.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, I got my undergrad in psychology. To make money, I worked on a rhesus study that used the same technology to modify
How many
behavior.
other degrees, right?
And I'm telling you the truth here, so I'm interested, okay?
Four sharks are out. But Kevin seems interested in...
I believe this technology works because I've seen it work. Your valuation is crazy.
We can offer 35% for the price of our parking validation.
All right, get the out of here.
Oh!
Thank you for your time.
I know, dude. Like, how do they want me to socially distance these kids 6 feet apart from each other? Tape them to the goddamn ceiling?
What?
Hi there, kids and grown-ups. My name is Miss Frazzled, and I'm a local kindergarten teacher. Now, with COVID-19, there have been a lot of changes to our everyday lives, and a lot of confusion and fears about this upcoming school year. But not to worry. Our government, school boards, and school administrations are all on the same page. Let's find out what some of those changes are, shall we? Don't be afraid, kids. Everything is okay. I'm just yelling so you can hear me. See? I'm smiling. This is what all of your teachers are going to look like this year. It isn't weird or freaky at all, right? In other safety precautions, our government should be sending cleaning supplies and safety tools. However, we are still waiting for our guns they were going to arm us with, so fingers crossed. Also, I would like to note the importance of masks in our schools. There are so many options. You have medical masks. You have fabric masks. You have bandanas. Hell, throw a plastic bag on there. Just cover your face. No, wait, don't. This year, instead of staggering lunch periods and utilizing our large cafeterias to socially distance students, your children will be eating lunches inside of their small classrooms. That way, any spit or food that falls out of their mouths can be contained in one small space. But don't worry, our cafeteria will be pumping hydroxychloroquine in all of our food. Can't hurt, right? Oh, it's not right. That's not right. All right, class. Today in art, we're going to be making our very own friends to put in the empty seats next to us to keep us from feeling so very isolated. Is that a beer bottle cap? I mean, I know they slashed our budget. Seriously? All right, everybody. Who's ready to sing some apples and bananas? I hope you brought your singing voices today. Are you sitting up nice and straight? Yes? Okay, good. And remember, keep your mouths closed while you're singing. I mean, it's not like we can even see our lips anyway. Madison, please close your mouth while you're singing. I know, honey, I want to sing the words too. Jackson, please stop touching him right now. Thank you. No, not you, honey. Jackson with an X. 2X is... I don't even know which... You with the striped shirt. Yes. Stop touching him right now. I do have some slightly bad news to share. Due to COVID-19, 1/3 of local teachers have either retired or quit. So, grades 8 through 12 will be doing self-taught learning this year. I guess we are going to get to see just how accurate the Lord of the Flies really was. So there you have it. Our schools couldn't be safer for your children. And their teachers can't wait to welcome them back to school with open arms. Well, near our arms. So, yeah. Well, in the meantime, get those thoughts and prayers ready. Can't wait to see you back at school. Until October, and the second wave hits, because we haven't contained this pandemic at all. Why am I doing this? Seriously, why am I here? This is stupid.
Welcome back to Shut Up Stupid, the #1 show in the Shapiro household. I'm your host, Tim Saliani. We got time for a couple of more questions. What do we got next?
Hey Tim, Sally O'Neill here. Quick question. Now that we all have the ability to text, why in the world do I ever have to answer my phone? I need to know. This is serious stuff. This is serious. Okay, seriously, I really want to know. What in the world do you have to say to me that I have to pick up a phone for that you can't put in a text? Not you personally, just people. People. Why do you have to call? Just text. I want to know.
I'm not sure what just popped in on the side of your screen, but it looks like it's whatever Bill Shatner saw on the wing of that plane in the Twilight Zone. Frightening. Look, I shouldn't have to, in this day and age, hear anyone that I don't have to see. I don't need to hear your voice. I talk enough during the day that I don't want to be bothered with your conversation, and chances are you're a bore. So unless you're calling me to tell me it's metastasized, I would much rather you say whatever it is you need to say in written form so I can ignore it until I'm ready to respond, like a normal person. I mean, honestly, what kind of savage can't just impersonally text someone? Do I honestly have to sit on the line while you breathe heavily into the receiver and say, "So what are you doing 119 fucking times?" Or even worse, is you get a person who just wants to talk to hear themselves. They don't let you get a word in edgewise because it's not about you and them having a conversation. It's about you listening to their self-important shit. So why call? Is it that you just want to hear what I sound like bored as you cry to me about your dead relative? I literally have nothing to offer you in a conversation. I don't even like talking to people in person. So pretty fucking please, from now on, texts only. And extra points if they're just yes or no questions. Roll the last question, idiots.
Hey Tim, what are your thoughts about this year's September 11th tribute being altered due to the pandemic?
I have a question. Are you all proud of yourselves yet? Huh? Are you fucking proud that it's come to taking a day like September 11th and using it as a talking point in your ongoing bullshit political discourse? Never did I think I'd see the day when the act of remembrance was more important than actually fucking remembering what the day represents. But then again, why should I be shocked when you fucktards can't grasp that the flag is a symbol of freedom? Guess what? Freedom is messy. Freedom sometimes hurts your feelings because it's not just yours. You're all caught up in the symbol, you lost the fucking ism. I never thought I would live to see a time when pomp and circumstance meant more than actual fucking reflection on what happened that day. The day that love and resolve triumphed over fear and hatred. The day where we stopped and remembered, hey, we're on the same fucking team here. 19 years. 19 years. And you idiots are legitimately fighting with each other over lights that 90% of you aren't going to see as you pass around your never forget candle memes and then go right into ripping each other apart for the products you support. Good God. Whining like children as if Christmas is being canceled. And oh fuck, perish the thought if that goddamn tree lighting gets canceled this year due to this pandemic. You guys are going to find the nearest Douglas fir and use Cuomo and de Blasio's entrails as fucking tinsel on it, while the other side shouts about how Christmas is a pagan holiday anyway, because you're all batshit insane and you're all marred in tradition instead of meaning. 19 years of saying never forget, and you all have turned into Drew Barrymore and 51st Dates. Way to go, America. You should be super proud of yourselves. Would I have been sad if the lights didn't happen this year? Yeah. Would it have sullied the memory of those lost that day? No. Because you already have done that by making their memory a political statement. We really need to get our fucking priorities in this country straight. Ceremony does not a memory make. You want to honor those that were lost that fateful day? You can start by remembering September 12th and how we all felt towards each other. Blood banks with people lined up around the block. Citizens helping one another without even having to know each other. We showed the world our true humanity. I'll never forget those days. I was working down at Ground Zero with my old man, and I was up on the rooftop on an apartment building in Chambers Street, standing right next to him as we both overlooked the unimaginable. And for the first time in my life, I didn't know what to say to him. If I had known he was going to be taken away from me due to contracting 9/11 lung disease, I would have found words like he did in a 60 Minutes interview taped before he passed away.
The positive thing, I think that the most positive thing I took away was is the patriotism and camaraderie that everybody had, no matter what race, religion, color of skin. It didn't matter. You were down there, you were working. I mean, there could have been Muslim, Arabs, Chinese, whatever, Spanish, Caucasian. Everybody was working together, and you really, as long as you were there and working, there wasn't any animosity. Even if somebody was Muslim, it really didn't matter because, let's face it, New York City is a melting pot, and everybody, the camaraderie I take away as a positive sign, hopefully, for the future.
Stop talking about never forgetting. Get the fuck off your social media accounts and start remembering our goddamn humanity towards each other. That is how you honor a memory. Not lights, not pomp and circumstance. Humanity towards each other. Stop being September 10th. Start being September 12th. Have a good night.
Maker